Kuwait is a small country located in the northeastern part of the Arabian Peninsula and bordering the Persian Gulf. Although its land area is not large, approximately 17,818 square kilometers, it holds a pivotal position in the Middle East region and international affairs, especially in terms of its oil resources and diplomatic strategies. Today, we will comprehensively introduce this mysterious and wealthy country from various aspects such as geography, history, politics, economy, social culture, education, tourism, and international relations. Kuwait is situated in Western Asia. It shares a border with Iraq to the north, Saudi Arabia to the south, and faces the Persian Gulf to the east, boasting a relatively long coastline. Its geographical location is of great strategic significance, serving as an important hub in the Gulf region. Most of the country is arid desert, and its climate type is a tropical desert climate. Summers are hot and dry, with temperatures often exceeding 45 degrees Celsius, while winters are relatively mild and sometimes even quite cold, with the lowest temperature dropping below 10 degrees Celsius. The country suffers from an extremely scarce water resource situation, lacking rivers and lakes. Its drinking water mainly relies on desalination of seawater and groundwater. Therefore, environmental protection and water resource management have been long-term concerns for Kuwait. In ancient times, the region of Kuwait was a trade post connecting India, Africa, and the Arabian interior. In the early 18th century, the Al-Sabah family established a regime here and has since been the local rulers. In 1899, Kuwait signed a protection agreement with the United Kingdom and became a de facto British protectorate. In 1961, Kuwait officially broke away from British control and declared its independence, becoming a sovereign state in the modern sense. On August 2, 1990, Iraq invaded Kuwait, triggering the Gulf War. Under the leadership of the United States, the international community formed a coalition force and expelled the Iraqi troops from Kuwait. After the war, with the help of the international community, Kuwait quickly rebuilt and its economy was restored. Kuwait is a constitutional monarchy, and the head of state is the Emir or Sheikh, who is hereditary within the Al-Sabah family. Although it has a parliamentary system and is one of the earliest Persian Gulf Arab countries to establish a parliament, the royal family still wields great power, especially in aspects such as appointing the cabinet and dissolving the parliament. The parliament is unicameral, known as the National Assembly, consisting of 50 members who are directly elected by Kuwaiti citizens. The parliament has a certain supervisory role over the government and can also pose questions or even no confidence motions against cabinet members. Kuwait is a world-renowned oil-producing country with extremely rich oil resources, and its oil reserves rank among the top in the world. The oil industry accounts for over 90% of the country's export revenue and is the absolute pillar of the national economy. The Kuwait Petroleum Corporation, KPC, is one of the world's important energy enterprises. In addition to oil, the government is also making efforts to promote economic diversification, including in areas such as financial services, real estate, and infrastructure construction. Especially under the Vision Kuwait's 2035, the government hopes to attract more foreign investment and build smart cities and technology industrial parks. The Kuwaiti dinar, the currency of Kuwait, is one of the most valuable currencies in the world, which also reflects the country's strong economic strength from the side. Kuwait is an Islamic country with Islam as the state religion. The residents mainly follow Sunni Islam, and there is also a certain proportion of Shia population. Islamic traditions are deeply rooted in the social, culture, and festivals, cuisine, and clothing are all influenced by religion. Men usually wear the traditional dishdasha, and women wear the abaya and veils. However, compared with countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwaiti society is relatively open, and women are allowed to drive, vote, and work in public places. In recent years, the participation of women in the government and the private sector has been continuously increasing. In addition, Kuwait has a relatively rich cultural life, with many museums, art centers, and cultural festivals, such as the Kuwait International Book Fair and the Kuwait International Film Festival. The total population of Kuwait is approximately 4.5 million, among which Kuwaiti citizens account for less than 1/3, and the vast majority are foreign migrant workers, mainly from countries such as India, the Philippines, Bangladesh, and Egypt. This population structure gives Kuwait a diverse character in terms of language, cuisine, and social landscape. In terms of education, Kuwait implements a free education system, providing free education from primary school to university, covering both its own citizens and some foreign nationals. Kuwait University is the main institution of higher education in the country, and the government also supports students to study abroad. In recent years, private schools and international schools have gradually emerged, offering British and American education systems. Kuwait has a good transportation network. Kuwait City, the capital, is the political, economic, and cultural center of the country, with convenient transportation. The public transportation system is not yet well developed, and the main means of getting around in the city are private cars and taxis. However, the government is investing in the development of the subway and bus systems. Kuwait International Airport is the main aviation gateway of the country, handling a large number of international flights. In terms of port transportation, Shuaik Port and Shuaiba Port are important commercial ports, undertaking the important functions of oil and cargo transportation. Although it is not a typical tourist destination, Kuwait also has its unique charm. Famous attractions include the Kuwait Towers, the National Museum, the Grand Mosque, the Scientific Center, and the Corniche. In addition, shopping malls in Kuwait, such as the Avenus Mall, are also among the largest in the Middle East, attracting a large number of shopping tourists. Desert expeditions, traditional bazaars, cultural exhibitions, etc. also provide tourists with experiences different from those in the West. It is worth noting that Kuwait has relatively strict visa policies for foreign tourists, and tourists from some countries need to apply for a visa in advance. Kuwait plays the role of a mediator in international affairs, especially often serving as a bridge within the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC. Its foreign policy is mainly based on neutrality and peace, emphasizing regional stability and dialogue. Kuwait has close security and military cooperation relations with Western countries, especially in the United States. After the Gulf War, the United States has maintained a long-term military presence in Kuwait. At the same time, Kuwait also maintains friendly cooperation relations with major countries such as China, Russia, and the European Union, and there is frequent cooperation in areas such as energy and infrastructure construction. Kuwait, this small Middle Eastern country with a limited area, has occupied an important position on the international stage thanks to its abundant oil resources, stable political system, and relatively open social culture. In the future, with the changes in the global energy landscape and the promotion of economic diversification, Kuwait is also striving to transform and develop towards a more inclusive and sustainable direction. This pearl in the desert is attracting the attention of the world with its unique charm,